Hello there, and welcome to Comic Book Reviews and Acts. Um, so this one is going to be starting on Guardians of the Galaxy. This is issue 0.1, and it's nice that they're doing this. I mean, because you have the whole Guardians before they've been around for a while, but it's nice that they're restarting them again for the new readers. Learning all about them again. Because Iron Man, as we know, we've seen in the posters, is going to join them. We've got the film coming out in 2014. And it's really nice because it's bringing in a new audience. It's a nice way to introduce the whole Marvel Cosmos thing. It's really nice. So let's get into the comic, shall we? So this is issue 0.1. And here in the front we have Peter, and young Peter especially, holding the gun. And he's there. And yeah, well, it's really nice actually. I mean, it's drawn nicely, details nice. I mean, I especially like the look of that gun. So yeah, so let's delve into the actual comic itself, and it begins out in space, saying how it's 30 years ago, and it's an origin story, and it jumps straight to Peter's mum, I presume, with the spaceship crash landing into her farm. And as the comic goes through, out steps this man, and he's saying that he needs her help. And so she goes through and she takes him in. And as he's waking up, he explains who he is, where he's from. He's called Jason Spartax, and he's where he's from and everything like that. I know he's a king and everything like that. And she fixes him up, and there's a nice little montage of him fixing a ship, him making a breakfast, getting close, and there's a nice little romantic moment, and they get it on, quite simply. And then it jumps straight forward to him leaving, how it's time for him to leave, and she's upset, and he's like, I need to go, I'm a king, I'm needed for the war. And he's saying how there's a nice little moment. You actually feel for him because it's like he has to go. He doesn't want to. He has to. So he then leaves, and then she's pregnant, and she gives birth, and then now it's 10 years on, and it's the son, Peter Quill, and he's reading the comic. He's reading his comic, and his one comes out, and skips to him then going to school. And while he's at school, it shows how noble he is. He stops a kid bullying another kid, and it shows how noble that he is, how he is. And then it goes back to home. His mum's giving grief for what he's done, and he says, I was helping. And then the house gets attacked by some aliens. And the aliens are quite scary. I mean, look at that. They've not really been seen before. I mean, they don't look Badoon or anything like that, do they? So it's quite interesting to see what they are, and they quite shockingly just straight up kill the mother. I thought they'd have a little bit more than that, but yeah, just straight shockingly kill her. And they chase him through the house, and he finds the gun that his father left behind, which is just there. There you go. Find the gun that his father left behind, and he runs off with it. Then he runs off, and as he's running off, the alien spaceship blows up the house. And it shows him running away. And then it goes black, and then it goes to the story of him being in the hospital. And then once it's done that, it then skips to him being in space. Because that's obviously the origin story. And now it's actually who he is, and he explains how he's Peter Quill, Star-Lord. And he's telling a story, he's obviously talking to someone, and then it opens up, and he turns out he's talking to Tony Stark. And it's nice. It's nice that they have that. So yeah, that's where the comic ends. I actually really enjoyed it. I must admit, I did really enjoy it. I enjoyed the artwork, I enjoyed the read, it was a nice little intro to the opening of people who've never really been a massive reader of it. The story arc was nice. Real good couple of shocks here and there. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Definitely worth a read. I'd definitely recommend people to pick it up, have a read of it. If you've not already done so, definitely have another read. So yeah, I suppose I'd give this comic a solid 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, solid 8.5 out of 10. Because there's a couple of things I wish I'd seen more of, but what I saw was good. So I'm going to give this comic an 8.5 out of 10. And I'll see you guys next time.